Good afternoon, Americans. This is your favorite alien here on the afternoon of Thursday, July 13th, 2023, sitting in for Paul Harvey. And now, the rest of the story. Well, Americans, you got your extremist people out there who want to destroy everything. They want to take away the Confederacy, destroy all the monuments from the Confederacy and other monuments that don't apply to their version of history. Okay? And to me, I said, okay, if you're going to do that, then talk to the people at Maumee, Maumee, Ohio, just south of Toledo, outside of Toledo, Ohio. And tell them to destroy everything they have on the Battle of the Falling Timbers. And you're probably saying, okay, what's he talking about, the Battle of the Falling Timbers? It was considered the last battle of the American Revolution. And you say, oh, that was Yorktown in 1781 in November. No. This battle actually was commissioned by your first constitutional president, George Washington, on August 20th, 1794, under the direction of General Anthony Wayne. Wayne is a good figure. A lot of places have been named for Wayne. Detroit's Wayne County is named for him. In Michigan, he's very familiar in this area. Okay? And you must remember, August 20th, 1794. And you're saying, what the hell is he talking about? The revolution ended in October 1781. Well, technically, no. This is considered the last battle of the American Revolution. By the Treaty of Paris of 1783, 11 years before, the British ceded what they called the Northwest Territories, which included Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, yes, and Tennessee. Okay? Part of the area considered that. You can also include Wisconsin on that too if you want to. But the area in Ohio, by present day Toledo, Ohio, had a fort named Fort Miamis, which was still held by the British in 1794, even though it was ceded to the Americans in 1783. Okay? And the British, along with their Indian partners there, you know, the Pawnees and other tribes, controlled the area. In the United States, well, President Washington had to pay his bill to France, so he was, making people move to what is now Ohio in Indiana for buy land, and then he taken that money and he was going to give it to Louis the 16th to pay back the debt that he owed him. Which he did, by the way, by 1796. But the Battle of the Falling Timbers, August 20th, 1794, pitted General Anthony Wayne with a force of about 3,000 American troops, U.S. Army troops, okay, and Kentucky militia. Remember, Kentucky became a state in 1791. So this is there, So you got Kentuckians and the militia, and you got regulars from the United States Army fighting against a force of about 13 to 1,500 British Indians and other European colonials that lived in the area there. And the battle didn't last very long, only about an hour. Not that many people died. What was it, 33 Americans? That's both U.S. Army and Kentuckian militia, and 40-something British and Indians, including one of the chiefs died there. Then you see their names on the memorial that they have there. They got a memorial with General Wayne. That's a nice little statue. I've been there a few times. So here's what I'm saying, Americans. Why don't you go over there and destroy that memorial, because it's really not worth it. I mean, 1794, when the United States Revolutionary War ended in 1781, and the treaty was signed in 1783. Yeah? But this little battle opened the Ohio up for settlement in 1794 and forward, and by 1803 it became the state of Ohio. So this is what I'm saying, Americans. And Mr. Harvey, if you can hear me up there with the boss, this is a case that you and me would put to the American people. Why do we need that battle, which was in 1794, and it's supposed to be the last battle of the American Revolution, fighting British Americans who are still fighting in that battle that nobody remembers? What do we need all these memorials for? When you, under your history, you say that the United States gained its independence in November of 1781 or October 1781, and was approved by the Treaty of Paris in 1783, and here is 11 years later, and you're fighting a battle for the American Revolution. Really? So let's do what they're doing with the Confederacy and the rest of the people that they don't like, and take all these names down and statues down. So let's take General Wayne's statue and revert this battlefield and make it condos. This is your favorite alien sitting in for Mr. Paul Harvey saying, this is a stupidity for Americans who have this out there and yet go after the other stuff. Good day.